What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to part 4 of our 4-part series on navigating your Caspa application. If you missed parts 1 through 3, make sure you pause the video right here, go back and watch those before continuing. This video is also sponsored by My PA Resource. Now I'm not saying that to get into PA school you have to pay to have your personal statement professionally edited and revised, but if you want peace of mind, if you want to know that whenever you submit your application you have one of the best personal statements, I would highly suggest that you take the time to have it professionally looked at. Today, if you use my code, daywithapa, all one word, no spaces, you'll save 10% on any one of their products. So, with that being said, let's get into this video. In your supporting materials, this is where all of those programs that you've applied to are going to live, all of their individual applications. It's going to categorize them for you, keep them nice and organized. For each program, you'll see 4 tabs across the top of the screen. Home, which is basically an introduction telling you a little bit about the program, what their class size is like, how many months in length, etc. Next, you'll see a tab called Documents. This is, if the program requires it, where you're going to submit your CV or resume, any kind of certifications like basic life support or ACLS, whatever they require here. Under the Prerequisites tab, you're going to have to enter your courses yet again. I know it's frustrating, but yes, for every individual program, you're gonna have to enter those courses from the transcript entry again. That last tab called Questions includes any questions that these individual programs have for you that's separate from your Caspa application. These are usually questions that are specific to the program, asking you why you exactly want to attend their program. It's really important that you don't blow through these questions that the programs are asking you. I know it's tempting to, because at this point you spent a lot of time in your Caspa application. You already wrote a lengthy personal statement that you spent a lot of time on, and the last thing you want to do is write more essays, answer more questions. But it is important that you put your best foot forward, you really try on these questions and attempt to make yourself stand out as an applicant for that program. An important thing to clarify here is that not every program is going to have all 4 of these tabs with documents to submit, prerequisites, and questions. Some might just have a prerequisites option. Alright, so I think at this point it's important to look at a real application and see how 3 programs, apps can differ on Caspa, as I was just kind of explaining to you. So if we look at the University of Kentucky, you'll see that they have these 4 tabs across the top: the Home, Documents, Prereqs, and Questions. Programs that have a separate supplemental application, you'll find the link to that under the Home tab, and as you can see right here is where UK's is. If we go to the Documents tab, they have a lot of spaces where you can upload different licenses, your resume, and other documents that you might feel is important. Again, this is where you'll copy and paste those prereqs that are specific to the program. As I'm sure you're well aware, the prerequisites for each PA program is a little bit different, so it'll list out for you which ones you need to submit here. And finally, under their Questions tab, this is what you're going to kind of be expected to answer for the University of Kentucky. So their first question is specific to their program. Basically, what personal goals and values do you have that'll contribute to this program? And as you can see, it's just as long as your personal statement. So these questions can take you some time to answer. It's really important that you don't blow them off. They have a follow-up question basically asking or stating that UK serves many underserved populations, so what experience do you have serving these people who are in need of healthcare? Something that's also pretty common in your supplemental applications is an area where you can explain anything that's impacted your academic performance. This is a good spot to kind of clear up any poor grades that you might have. As we scroll down, you can see they're asking, why did you choose the UK campus? So UK has 2 campuses, one in Lexington and one in Moorhead. They want to know why you chose the Lexington campus, if you visited, if you met with any advisors or recruiters, if you participated in any recruitment groups. They're basically wanting to know how invested you are up until this point of attending UK. They'll want to know what you've done differently this application from your previous. So how have you improved over the last year? That could be you've raised your GPA, or maybe you've gotten another 1,000 hours of healthcare experience. This is a great spot to enter that information. And as you can see, this is not a required question right here, but it is super important to explain to them how you've improved yourself as an applicant. So let's go up here and take a look at Bethel's supplemental application and see just how different it is. from UK's. Just in looking at this top row, you'll see that they do not have a documents tab. It's just home, prereqs, and questions. And again, their supplemental application is right here. Their prerequisites are a little bit different, as you can see, so you'll enter those specific prereqs for Bethel. And then if we go to the questions tab, that's it. That's all you see. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have more questions in their supplemental application, more of the essay style questions that UK had. Some of them you'll just get by with straightforward questions like this, and those are easy applications to fill out. They're kind of a breath of fresh air when you've just finished a programs application that has a lot of more of the drawn out questions. And finally, let's just take a look at Albany's and see how it compares. Again, here's their supplemental application, the link to it. They do not have a prereqs tab, they have a documents tab. And then their questions are also pretty straightforward. So again, wouldn't be surprised if they have more questions in their supplemental application. Just be prepared for that. But I hope that gives you more of an in-depth look at the supplemental applications and what you're kind of up against. With that being said, that wraps up part 4 in our 4-part series of navigating your Caspa application. If you all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Good luck applying. I wish you all the best. Thanks again for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.